Kia ora, this is Bus Life because we live in this bus here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm Nikki and this is my partner Paul. Welcome to our channel. Thanks for being here. If you like what you see, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment. Let us know where you're joining us from and go ahead and ask us any bus life or motorhome questions that you might have or that watching our journey might raise for you. So since this is our first proper video, I think we better share a bit about our story and what led us to bus life. Well, in 2019, we were both working full-time and we were renting a house. We'd been in this house for a little over 2 years and we were facing our second rent increase. There was also talk that the owners potentially wanted to put the house on the market. And when we asked our real estate agent if we could view some other rentals in the area, he told us there weren't any. So what do? We had always talked about buying a bus, but the plan was for it to be later in life because Paul had converted a bus before and knew the work that was involved. And so we decided we weren't prepared to do that while we were working. Anyway, the idea of buying an already converted bus arose. We started actively looking and just seeing what was around, keeping our eye out and creating a must-haves list. Particularly for me because bus life was going to be a very new concept for me. But something I'd always been quite open to, I might add. One weekend we decided to go for a face-to-face look at a motorhome sales yard. And we were surprised to find something reasonably close to what we were looking for. We had our finances sorted and began to seriously consider it, taking it for a test drive and checking it over. On our way home, I jumped on Trade Me to see if there were any new listings. And there had been. One listed only a matter of hours ago. At a quick glance of the photos and the description, it looked good and it just happened to be on our way home. So we called and organised a viewing. It was a little older than we'd hoped for, but it was definitely worth looking at. So we went and had a look. It looked good from the outside, but as we stepped up, I knew this was the kind of bus I wanted to live in. It was spacious, comfortable and modern. It had a normal-sized oven and fridge. Even the doors were normal house size. And it had a separate shower and toilet. If ever there was a transition from house to bus, this was the kind of bus that would make it smooth. I could quite happily make this place home. Paul had a good look over it and took it for a test drive, and we decided we wanted it because when you know, you know. That is our bus. 1 week later, we picked it up and drove it home, and it felt so good to hand in our notice to the real estate agent that day. And then we spent the next 4 weeks packing, selling, donating, cleaning and moving. And that is where our bus life story began. So while we've spent the last 5 years living it, learning it and embracing it, now we are ready to share it. So with 4 years of living and learning bus life and motorhoming in Aotearoa, this time last year, we were heading south. We had a ferry booking for mid-January to go from Wellington to Picton. So this time last year we were en route heading south from Taupo. And I think that will be a good place to start our sharing. Come around Te Waipoanamu with us in our bus.